I can't believe it's taken me like 35 plus years to actually get my hands on one of these. Not because they're hard to find, just because, yeah, I never actually got around to picking one up. And I think this was actually the very first OTF I ever saw in a movie or anything like that. When my dad brought home Romancing the Stone, an old Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner flick, great flick. At the end of the movie, there's a fight scene with the villain, and he pulls out one of these, and I thought it was absolutely the coolest thing ever. This is a AKC 777, I think is the model number. Blackfinger, I think is the name that it was called. It's actually really well built. It's way better built than I expected. You got a nice, what feels like an aluminum chassis, some injection molded plastic scales. It feels solid. There's a little bit of play, like any OTF, well, almost any OTF, but it feels pretty solid. And one of the cool things about it, this came into the country from the Edge Company catalog, which was real popular back in the 80s. And a lot of the knives they imported came as kits where you had to install the spring. And I think this was one of those. And because of that, this front scale actually lifts and slides off really easily, which lets you actually see what's going on inside there. And it's actually got some pretty robust sears. That's a pretty thick chunk of steel back behind the blade, riding on a decently thick pivot pin. Yeah, and you can actually see what's going on too. You got your little slider plate. That tab there is going to come back, push that sear down, and then the spring can flick the blade closed. And then same thing on the open. As we push the button forward, that hook down on the end of the spring is hooked on the base of the blade. It's going to stretch, and when this tab gets to that front sear, it's able to fire the blade open. I am getting way too much joy out of this $50 knife. Yeah, I picked this up on Blade Forums last week for $50, and I am so super stoked about it. It has so much spring sing. I don't know. Put it right next to the mic. See if you can pick that up. Just mad spring sing. There's a part in the movie where Joan, Kathleen Turner, is like holding this behind her back, and she deploys the blade without the bad guy noticing. There is a 0% chance of that if you're anywhere in the same room as this thing being fired. Yeah. Just core memories unlocked for $50. That is great value. Really nice high flat grind on it. Yeah, I'm genuinely shocked at how nice this thing is. So yeah, you don't have to blow a ton of money to get a lot of joy out of a knife. Definitely, especially when it comes to stuff that brings back, good memories. And yeah, so definitely keep an eye out for the oddball cheapies, because sometimes they can give you a lot of pleasure too. So there you go. A little look at a AKC 777 Blackfinger. I think sometimes they're called NATO OTFs too. Yeah, I'm just going to be playing with this thing all night. Hope everyone has a good evening, and I will catch you all tomorrow.